On this country road, about 50 kilometers from Ottawa, is where Crystal Papineau grew up. Inside her childhood home, her dad, Gerald Cuno, and her stepmom, Evelyn Simpson, they're still trying to make sense of their daughter's death.
I don't know where to begin. I have no idea where to begin. I just don't know how Crystal ended up where she did. We had our ups and downs with her, but there was a lot of good times with Crystal.
You always think, what did you do, what didn't you do right? So yeah, you have to only think of the good times.
Now in the beginning, when she was really little, Crystal was a joy. She loved to go camping, she was always drawing and reading, and she spent hours out here around the house. Where did Crystal used to play?
Well, she used to play on this acre of ground, but it's changed since then.
The question I've had ever since I heard that Crystal Papineau died in a clothing bin in Toronto is, how did she end up there? Because maybe understanding what happened to Crystal will help others. But she just run around and...
Just like any other kid and play, you know. Used to be a lean-to on here. We used to put our wood. She used to climb on there with her cousin and run around on the roof. And
she went up there on the roof?
Oh yeah, many times. She was fearless. She was.
But as Crystal grew older, her behavior got out of control.
When Crystal took one of her episodes, it was like she'd go outside and she'd tear her clothes all off. And sit there.
Out in the cornfield and ripped all of her blouse and everything.
You know, or take a stick and smash, throw stones. And this is 7 and 8 years old. What was I supposed to do? Grab her by the hair and throw her in the bedroom and lock the door and, you know what I mean?
Oh, she'd have climbed out the window anyway.
So whenever we found that she was getting out of control, we placed her to places where we figured that she wouldn't be able to hurt herself or hurt other people.
It tortures Gerald and Evelyn that they sent Crystal away to different group homes in and around Ottawa. But they say they did it because Children's Aid told them that was the best way to help Crystal.
Any relationship Jerry and I built up with Crystal, whenever we put her in those places, that trust that she had in Jerry and I went way down here. Maybe they don't want me either. I know it did.
So what do you do when I?
But you thought that would help her?
Well, yes, because that's what they said. They said that they'd get help for her. And then whenever Crystal was in there, like, Mommy and Daddy don't care about me. Where they got me? They got me in here.
Exactly.
When Crystal turned 16, she decided she didn't want to go to group homes anymore or live with her parents. And so she took off to Toronto.
At least when she got there, she found people that she could help and that would help her. And she felt safe with them a lot better than she did here because they weren't going to throw her out again.
No, don't feel that way. No.
I don't care. That's how I feel.
You're putting it all on yourself.
I'm telling you, that's how Crystal felt.
Well, I don't think so. Careful you don't slip.
What do you think about when you think about her now?
You always wonder if you could do more, but there's only so much you can do, eh? You know, you can't believe that she's gone, you know? Because we always got them calls and say, hi, how are you? And I'm doing good, or I'm going to jail, or I'm in rehab or something. She always let us know what was going on, but didn't want to come home.
Now, most of the time, Gerald didn't know anything about where Crystal was, where she was staying, where she was sleeping. But he could imagine because he spent 3 winters on the street himself.
You know what it's like to be cold, laying in the snowbank with a plastic over you, or sleeping in someone's utility room because the furnace kicks on and it's warmer, or sleeping in 5 bags of garbage, hoping it doesn't stink so that you can have some place that is comfortable. I know about that. There was nothing.
Once Gerald and Evelyn figured out where Crystal was in Toronto, they went to see her. They found a teenager with her own ideas about the world.
We go bought her breakfast. I'm a vegetarian now, so I don't eat meat, and just don't give me no money because all I'm going to do is pierce my body. But I'm glad to see you, but I don't want to leave Toronto. I want to stay here. We wanted her to come home.
Crystal had found a life of her own on the street.
She never wanted to move closer because she said that's her life.
No, this is my home now. You know, the only help that Crystal got was when she went to Toronto. And those the people on the street helped her, and she helped them, and that's the only time that she felt safe, and she felt secure, and she felt wanted. And I learned that my daughter was loving and caring, and that's all I hoped her to be. And she cared for other people. It's amazing. And she was strong, very strong girl. Very, very strong.
That cold night in January, when Crystal climbed into the donation bin, she did it to help others. She'd often pull clothes out and hand them out on the street. And in the end, it killed her.
And that's what happened to Crystal. The top one come down, got her in the back of the head, and the bottom one got her on the neck. She suffocated in there. She was in there long enough, she was able to make a phone call, and by the time somebody found her, she was already dead. 8 minutes.
It's clothes. They don't put money in it. They don't put gold in it. They put clothes in it. Why are they so secure for a piece of rag, for a shirt?
For clothes, yeah.
What do you want done with the bins?
I want them gone, completely gone.
Evelyn and Gerald have learned what happened to Crystal, how she died, and how she lived too. And now underneath the sadness, there's something else.
I'm just amazed at her.
Proud of her.
I am proud of her, very proud of her. I don't care if she's on the street, I don't care if she made $1 million a day. But where Crystal was, she made a lot of other people happy. She had so many friends, and that meant a lot to me. I just feel her here with me. You know, like sometimes I'll be sitting here. Alone with a cat or something. She'll come and tell me, Mom, I'm fine, I'm okay. Don't worry about me. And I believe she is. She's in a much better place now.
Crystal Papineau's terrible end is not an isolated story. Since 2015, at least 8 Canadians have died after getting stuck in donation bins.
We should examine the safety implications of these boxes.
The City of Toronto is reviewing the bylaw governing drop-off boxes. Rangeview Fabricating, which built the bin that Crystal Papineau died in, says it stopped producing that particular type that has anti-theft bars that can trap people. And since her death, it's removed those bars from more than 5,000 bins across Canada. 5 cities in BC have outright banned and removed donation bins.